I can't believe a week ago, August 16th, 2024, marked 65 years of Hawaii being the 50th state in the United States, which is officially called Admissions Day. And so here we are 65 years later, and I thought it'd be fun to talk about what kind of homes were being built here on Oahu back in 1959, the year of statehood. I did a segment 5 years ago on the 60th anniversary of Hawaii being a state. And I'll put a link to that blog article I did in the comments below. However, now that we're in the year 2024, celebrating 65 years, let's talk about 13 listings that are here on Oahu that are available. There are several more that are under contract, and they're going to range from a home in nuuanu at $825,000 all the way up to an oceanfront home in Black Point for just over $6 million. Okay, before we dive into this, I think it'll help give you a little bit of perspective in stepping back, and we'll take an aerial view of the island of Oahu. And you'll notice that construction in 1959 took place in certain neighborhoods and didn't in others. For instance, as we look at the map here, you're going to see a lot of that construction congregated around Honolulu in the main urban core, as well as along the windward coast closer to Kaneohe and Kailua. And then you have some little pockets, like one up on the North Shore, one in Eva Beach, and that sort of thing. And you might have one or two near Wahiawa. However, when you think about it, places like Mililani, they weren't building homes yet. Not all the new homes you see now in Eva Beach and Kapalama, that was not even a thought at the time. That was all ag land. So, okay, the first home we're going to start with is in nuuanu on Henry Street. And my correction, it's actually 828,000 versus 825,000. This is going to be a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, single-family home with 1,272 square feet of living area. And once again, that's available for 828,000, and it was built in 1959 with a remodel in 1985. The next home we're going to discuss here is this home in Waipio Acres / Waialae Woodlands, which is kind of close to Mililani that we talked about earlier, but not technically in Mililani. And this 59 build is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath with 1,368 square feet of living area. And they also had a remodel in 2018. But one common theme as we go through these homes, you'll see a lot of the construction back then had open beam ceilings that kind of gave a lot of these homes, some of them a mid-century modern feel because it was literally the mid-century. So, but we also see some plantation homes we'll come to in a bit. So next home up is going to be a home in Kapalama in Metro Honolulu. And this is a 5-bedroom, 2-bath with 896 square feet. And this one is on the market for $949,000. That's home number 3. Next up, we have a home in Kailua's Coconut Grove neighborhood. And this one is a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom. It's only got 968 square feet of interior, and it's priced at $1,125,000. Okay, the next home we have up is going to be in Liliha in Metro Honolulu. And the irony is that this is the exact same square footage and a similar price as the one we just discussed in Kailua. This one's available for $1.2 million, and it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, but 968 square feet. But once again, notice this open beam ceiling. So my gut feels this is going to be obviously a different architecture than the one in Kailua, but the irony is homes of this era, some of them were under 1,000 square feet. So the next one we have is a home in Lower Waialae Nui, which is also going to have that high-pitched ceiling, open beam ceiling. This one's going to have a great view. This one is a 3-bedroom, 1.5-bath for $1.3 million. Now, that's a great price for East Honolulu, in my opinion. The catch is what you don't see here is there's a bunch of stairs to get to the house. So that's probably why they've priced it accordingly. But yeah, great view, great location, Waialae Nui, lower part of the hill. Okay, the next one we have is back to Kailua and Keolu Hills, and for $1,395,000, this is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath home with 1,817 square feet of interior living area. Now that's number 7 of 13. Next up, once again, you're going to notice this common theme. We are now in Aiea Heights, and this is one that just hit the market. It's $1,425,000, and it's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath with ample living area of 2,859 square feet under roof. So, and they also did a remodel back in 2020. So, you have great bones of a mid-century 1959 styled home. However, you've got some refreshed upgrades just 4 years ago. Okay, next up we have Puahala Village in Kaneohe. And this is a 6-bedroom, 3.5-bath home with 2,742 square feet of living area. This is going to be more of a traditional style versus the mid-century style. And this one is priced at $1,599,000. Okay, next up, this home is near Ala Moana, and it's a single-family home with 3-bedroom, 2 baths, and it's got 1,222 square feet of living area, and it's priced at $1,750,000. Now, this one's been on the market over 300 days. They start at $2 million. And you might ask yourself, wow, why is it so expensive? It's because of the location. Because of the zoning here, most likely it's zone apartment zoning, so you can probably build like a small apartment building on this property. So that's why it's priced accordingly. And the realtor, which we love our realtors, but in my opinion, it could have been marketed better. This is the primary photo in MLS, but that would be property 10 of 13. And next up, we've got one of my favorites on this list, probably my favorite, if not or second favorite after the final property. But this one is a Kalaheo Hillside mid-century single-family home with 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, with 1,842 square feet of interior living area. And this is priced at $1,795,000. They've already come down $50,000, and I think this is a good value when we're at Oahu. While we're on the theme of mid-century modern homes and being in Kailua, here's another one in Enchanted Lake, priced just under $2 million. The current asking price is $1,999,888. They started several hundred thousand higher at $2,220,000, but this is a generous 7-bedroom, 5-bathroom home with 3,612 square feet of living area. So this is once again, a nice mid-century remodel. They kind of kept with those nice lines that were done back in 1959. However, this one was remodeled in 2022. So you've got that cool architectural feel, yet have more of a modern lifestyle and living area with your finishes. And last but not least, this is my favorite just because of location. It's on the ocean at Black Point. So this is a 3-bedroom, 3 full bath, 2 half baths, and it's got just under 3,000 square feet of living area, 2,997 square feet to be exact. And this one is now priced at $6,480,000. They originally started at $7.2 million. And this, the same property sold for just over $5 million 3 years ago. So this owner is kind of keen to make a little bit of money here. It's been on the market for over a year. So, it's going to be right for the right person. I had a client look at it previously in the past, and it does have some stairs, and it's not for everyone, but living on the ocean at Black Point is really hard to beat. Now that's a recap on the 13 homes that are currently for sale on Oahu, built in 1959. Okay, now that we're on the topic of 1959, I'm going to throw 2 more things at you. First of which is I did a video earlier this year on the 65-year anniversary of Hawaii Kai. So I'll put that video in the links below, because that was right around the same time when they announced the development of Hawaii Kai was back in 1959. Another key point around this era of 1959 is we have a number of what most people would refer to as condos on the island that were built in 1959. However, statehood is in 1959, and the only option for developers at that time were co-ops. So most of the construction you saw at that time to this day will still be co-ops when you see them in MLS. A lot of the major mainland websites will refer to them as condos, but they're co-ops because, for a little bit of trivia, condo law in Hawaii did not start until 1961, which was 2 years after statehood. So I hope you appreciate the recap we have here on statehood and celebrating 65 years as the 50th state. And if there's anything we could help with real estate here on Oahu, feel free to reach out and give us a shout. Mahalo.